Hello. Okay, so today is a wonderful, beautiful Sunday. Today is the 23rd, I think, of September, and I just got to church about what? About an hour and a half ago. Maybe, yeah, let's just say 2 hours ago. It was an awesome service. He was talking about um, our plan, the plan that God has for our life, and the journey that we have to, go that we're on right now to get there, and not to allow people, our friends and our family, mostly our family, to tell us what we can't do or to say, I can't see her doing that. Oh, she said that's what God got for her, huh? Uh-huh. Well, I can't see that because she done been through too much, and I don't see that for her. Maybe something else, but not that. Yeah, that's the man. Because when God promised you something, it is yours and it is for you. Um, and I am a true believer of that. And he was just saying that, your past, a lot of people, you can look at your past and, it's not about what you've been through, but it's where you're going because God knows your beginning and your end. And he knows exactly where he wants you to be. And he took the story of Joseph about, oh, it wasn't about plan, it was about, he called it our dreams. That we have to keep our dreams alive and to continue to, go after your dream and what you're looking for God to do. As long as you know that you're on the path of righteousness, what God has for you or where he wants you to be, you're good. And it's interesting because, how we have to practice what we preach. We can't tell somebody else what to do or how to do it, and we're not doing it ourselves. So by me saying that, he was talking to me too. And it was just a blessing to me because it just had me thinking about, okay, when you're making up in your mind that you want to do the things of God and walk in the will of God and do what God has for you, because God does know what is best for you and he wants what's best. But when we decide to do the things that we want to do and how we want to do it, God always takes a step back and he said, oh, okay, you got it. And we always end up where? On the floor, on the ground, looking crazy because we did something unto our own understanding. But the word tells us to lean not to our own understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge him. So in everything that we do, we have to take it to God. We have to talk to the Lord about it. And it was just a blessing to me because I know that I have an issue I have had an issue with that, with like, okay, I recently more and more have decided to give my life to Christ and to, really sincerely do the things, try to live the way of God, the way that God wants me to live, and to be the woman of God that God has for me to be. And wherever I look around, there's always some type of temptation. There's always some type of new problem. But that's just how the enemy works. And, when you really decide and make up your mind to, live for Christ and do what is right, you really have to, I'm starting to get a full understanding is, okay, if I want God to use me, if I want to, get to where God wants me to be, that I have to continuously, say, make it up in my mind, renew my mind, because that's what the word says. We have to renew our mind every day, because this journey that we're on, it's not easy, and we have to continuously renew our mind. Meaning, okay, read our word, pray. We have to pray without ceasing to keep our mind focused on the right things. And that's been my biggest issue in my whole life, is focusing, keeping focused on anything. And, my mom was like, dang, girl, you retarded? Or you need to get some medication because you just cannot focus on nothing. And, you know, that has been an issue because I am very hyper and I'm very outgoing and I'm always running my mouth to somebody. And that's not always good because, like the word says, there's a time and a season for everything. And, you know, the older that I've gotten, have started to more understand that more and more. And I've been praying for focus, that God will give me more of a focus and a mind to stay focused on the things that I'm looking to do and accomplish, no matter what they are. That I will have a commitment to stay focused. And, you know, everybody has their thing, and for me, that's a lot. A lot of people might be like, girl, that's nothing. Well, for me, that's big. So, you know, but what Pastor is saying today is that, you know, we have to, it's not, the word as well says, the race isn't to the fast, it's not to the swift, but it's to the one that endures to the end. A lot of people are always focused on how fast they're going to get there or accomplish what they need to do, but that's the wrong thing to focus on. What we need to focus on is taking our time and making sure we're staying on that right path and making the right choices on our journey, in this journey we call life, but in our walk with Christ. So, you know, that was just really good to me, and it just really was a blessing to me in my life, because, you know, like I said, recently I've just been praying more and more that God will just, you know, use me and show me how to be the woman that He wants me to be for the first time ever in my life. And it's gotten harder because we have to sell out. We have to sell out to ourselves and sell out to Jesus and put Him first. So just wanted to share that. That was a good word today. And read the story of Joseph. And then